Hey everybody, welcome back to AV Vlogs. We thought a sorority would change our life, and it didn't.
Did not.
4, 3, 2, 1. Why is everyone acting weird this way?
So we're going to talk about that, why it sucks, and kind of like grieving it and realizing that you really don't need it. We need to first talk about our little backstory here.
Okay.
Maddie and I were childhood best friends, and then she moved away for high school. We just had this plan the whole time, like, we're gonna go to college together.
Yes, we wanted to have the ultimate college experience together. So we chose none other than Arizona State University.
Yes. Yeah, we were in posse together, business majors. After 1 year, I dropped out. Maddie is still going to ASU now. So we are now technically juniors.
That's our backstory
Yeah.
of how we have knowledge on the situation.
Mhm. Especially at ASU, ASU has a very prevalent Greek life. It was always in my plan to rush.
Same. Also, I lived in the South at the time. They are just huge there. So all of my friends were going to SEC schools. All of them had done like insane prep to rush. Yeah, so it was always in my head that I wanted to rush as well.
The reason that I wanted to rush is kind of the complete opposite because I spent high school in Ohio. I struggled like a lot with having girlfriends. I had a big guy friend group. I had two girlfriends that kind of stuck around. I just kind of went through a few others, and I was always so jealous of big girlfriend groups in school because I wanted that really, really badly. When I decided I was going to go to ASU, I was like, I am for sure rushing because I also applied to some SEC schools. Rushing was a big part of deciding where I wanted to go. Okay, so what did you think that like being in a sorority was like when you thought sorority, when you thought you were going to be in an ASU sorority, what did you think?
I thought I was going to find, like you were saying, a big group of girlfriends, and we were both going far away from home. Obviously, we had each other. The appeal was that we could also branch out and make like just tons of friends.
I don't think that it mattered that we got in the same one
No.
because we were rooming
living
together.
together,
So
yeah.
it didn't matter if we were going to be in the same one or not. Yeah, I also thought like not only would I have my friend group there, but you always hear like, oh, the people you meet in college are they're your bridesmaids at your wedding. Like
Yes.
they are your
Oh
best
my
friends for
gosh.
life.
Yes.
That's what I thought I was gonna get. I thought the activities like were gonna be really fun. And I don't mean partying. I mean like going and supporting frats. And I thought that the sorority events were gonna be fun. I just really thought it was gonna be like, yeah,
Like
a grand time.
and I thought it was going to constantly give me things to do
Yeah.
every single week so that, I mean, obviously you're going to college for school, but like I wanted things to get me out, things to keep me busy.
Yeah.
I was going to be like, oh my gosh, I'm going to go to this event and then this event and then go out on the weekend and then
like my girlfriends are gonna ask me to go get coffee.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
we're gonna
and
go have
then
brunch together and a
we're gonna
photo
have
shoot.
we're gonna have weekly Love Island watch parties. We're gonna watch The Bachelor together.
And let me just say, because here's the sad truth. Is everything that we both just said absolutely happens. The problem is that even though you are supposed to be a part of a sisterhood, it is extremely cliquey. A lot of people know people before
Yeah.
they join
Yeah.
the sorority.
I mean, it turns into the exact same thing as high school. If you were not in that
Yeah.
group, you're not getting invited.
Right.
You're not gonna be having Bachelor Mondays.
Right.
Okay? You're not
Right.
like that's not what's gonna happen. Yeah. So
Yeah.
basically, it's not to say that those things don't happen. They do. When you're seeing that all over Instagram and everywhere, those things do happen.
Not for everyone. Not for a majority
everyone.
in the sorority.
Yes.
It's, like one big friend group that is within that sorority.
That sorority that you're stalking on Instagram, they are pumping out the content of that group of girls.
Woo! That's a crazy topic
Yeah.
to talk about.
They are only going to show the clickiest group of girls on that Instagram to make sure it looks like everyone's having fun, everyone's in this big group, everyone hangs out all the time. Actually, I triple dog dare you to go scroll through these Instagrams and see how many people you see the same time.
I know that when I was in, we never even said what we were in. I was
Oh,
in
yeah.
Alpha Phi at ASU.
I was in Delta Gamma at ASU.
So, like, for instance, in A Phi, there were two groups of people. There was the A team and the B team. The A team is who the people with roles and like the content people.
Yeah.
All of the execs wanted the A team to be featured in all the content. So they literally had lists of what girls, what names were on the A team and what names were on the B team. And they always wanted A team to be pictured. So that's, just a little kind of
tidbit.
instance there. Everything on social media is so fake.
So
fake. And it's like, yeah, everything on social media is fake. Like, everyone knows that. These sororities are really just marketing themselves to get more girls to rush them, to get people to talk about them.
Honestly, at the end of the day, they're a business. They are promoting their business to get girls to want to rush their sorority.
Yeah.
Like,
Instead of walking you guys through like a timeline, we're gonna kind of jump and just explain why for each of us was kind of like the turning point, realizing being in a sorority is not for us and it's time to drop. Ultimately, as I said in the beginning, I dropped out of the school altogether. I was dropping out of the school. Obviously, I'm dropping out of the sorority too. Had I not dropped out of the school, I was getting really like just bored. I was getting so bored with the sorority. It was not fun. It was not exciting. There was nothing to look forward to. It was so boring. And a lot of the reason for that is because I just didn't have any friends in it. Like, absolutely none. And that's the whole reason that I joined a sorority, is because I wanted friends. I just didn't click with anyone. No matter how hard I tried, because I tried really hard in the beginning because I wanted these girls to be my friends and I thought they were so cool. Like, I thought these were the cool girls. I thought these were the it girls. Like, not everyone in the sorority. There were some like messy, like yucky people, but I thought that some of these girls were really cool and I wanted to be like them. But it's like, no matter how hard I tried, like, they did not care about me out. No one wanted to hang out with, like, no one invited me anywhere. Like, I didn't have any friends. I had nothing to do other than the actual sorority events, which then I would go to those and not really have anyone to talk to. So, with all that being said, there's for sure not a sense of sisterhood. And not only am I saying that because, like, I didn't have any friends, there's a lot of drama, and a lot of people don't like each other within the sorority. No matter how many times they say, like, these are Alpha Phi's values, lots of people don't, like, uphold those values. They're just not what they say they are in the beginning. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I just got to a point where, like, I didn't want to go to any event. I didn't want to go to chapter. And then I also started to just get really grossed out with the stupid ass hierarchy.
the ranking system, it's gross.
I was just, I was over it.
The way you're looked at depending on what sorority you're in is
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
I refuse to be looked at differently than my best friend because
We're in two different houses.
right, I'm just like, okay, you think my sorority is like all that, whatever. Have you talked to any of the girls in it? You're freaking gross.
I mean, that, and when I talk to someone, I would hope they would think there is more to me than what house I am in.
Right.
But when you are in it and you're hanging out with all of the frats, first question
Always.
any guy is going to ask you when you're at the bar is what sorority you're in. First thing every time, and then based on your answer, I mean, it's right away. You'll see their reaction.
Right.
And if they continue to talk to you, if they walk away, literally because of what house you are in.
Right. I don't know. I was getting so sick of it because I'm like, I can't even vouch. It's like, oh, okay, they have a reaction when I say I'm an AFI. I can't even vouch that it's like, wow, what a valid reaction. Yeah, my sorority's so cool. These girls are like amazing. No. Like, they're all so shot up with all they do is inject themselves. Like, no. Like, I can't even be like, yeah, you know what? You're right. My sorority's so cool. No, they suck. My sorority sucked. It's so dumb. I mean, so all of that, I was done. And then I dropped out of the school anyway. So,
I mean, I stayed at the school longer and I was in my sorority longer. Okay, well, you're gonna have to go watch the Rush experience video.
I'm gonna link all of our
Yeah.
sorority videos in the description box below. I have so much ASU content too.
I'm saying that because my Rush experience was very not what I expected. Never once did I feel like, oh my gosh, like this is my place from the beginning, I never was like, this is so me. So, joined the sorority. Everything was fine at first because you're just doing all the new things. So you don't really know. You don't really
You're
know
not
what to
into
expect.
it.
Yeah, you're not really into it yet. It's just fun and exciting. And then the people I was surrounding myself with at the time did not reflect who I wanted to be. Took a step back. And this is all freshman year, like the first whole year, I was very like in it. Sophomore year, when you're living maybe off campus, a little further away, that is when I started to look back and reflect. I am not becoming the version of myself that I want to be. And a lot of that had to do with the people I was surrounding myself at the time. I had made friends with frats, I had made friends with girls in my sorority, and when looking back, those are not like minded people. Like, those are not the people that I would be proud to. That's really mean.
It's true. It's true.
The people I was making friends with are not the people I would bring home to my mom and be like, oh my gosh, like I just met like my bestest friend. Like, I hated going to everything. The amount of pictures I have on my phone of myself with a thermometer that I had just run under hot water because I did not want to go. Because also, you get fined if you don't go to things. Was not going to anything because I did not want to see any of those people. Going to these events was not bringing me any source of joy. Honestly, it was doing the exact opposite. I had had so many negative experiences with people in the sorority, with higher ups. I mean, it's people your same age that are calling you in to get you in trouble because I wasn't allowed to speak out with my opinion. Like, everything I did was becoming a problem and I was so tired of it. And
Everything you were doing was becoming a problem with the execs.
with execs. And when I tell you, every morning I would open my phone and be like, oh God, what did I do now? Videos we had made on your channel were becoming a problem when they are all real life experiences. I'm not lying. I wasn't even talking poorly.
There was no talking poorly about your
No,
sorority.
I was just so beyond done with it because I was like, these are my real life experiences. And yet again, you are hiding from people what it is actually like to be in a sorority. We were the like first generation Greeks in our family. I had no idea what to expect. I wanted my bad experiences to be online so that people could look and be like, oh my gosh, like that's something to think about. And I had made a few good friends, I will say that, but it just wasn't what I had imagined, especially with the events. I was not having fun at the events. I had like a handful of people I could talk to at them, and God forbid they weren't there. I would get so anxious thinking about what I would do. Not to mention the amount of drama. I remember getting so frustrated. Every time I would open my phone, there's some snarky comment in our flare, in our messages of someone being like, why did someone do this? Why did someone do that? Oh my gosh, I can't believe this is happening. Like, literally every single time you open your phone, you're opening your phone to drama, things that you're not even involved in, but somehow it becomes everybody else's problem. Why would I want to fill my life with that? End of sophomore year is when I dropped, which don't even get me started on the dropping process. It took me like 2 months to finally get dropped. And I was texting with an exec for way too long. I was getting ignored. I would reach out so much saying, please, for the love of God, drop me from the sorority. I do no longer want to be a part of this.
You had to get in touch with higher than execs, didn't you?
I had to email executive offices of Delta Gamma, meaning the executive offices that take care of all of the Delta Gammas. I was getting no response. Or if I did get a response, it was, sorry, I've been busy, I'll look at it later. This isn't an option. Like, I am saying I want to be removed from the sorority. I mean, the bad far outweighed the good. There was no reason for me to keep paying for something that was only beating me down day by day.
Yeah, that was bad. Me and Maddie had so many conversations when she was trying to draw. To kind of wrap it up, here are some things that I realized. First thing I realized is you can't force relationships and friendships, no matter how hard you try, no matter how badly you think you want to have these people in your life, and no matter how badly you want people to invite you places and want to be around you. If it's not working, you just need to accept that that's not for you and those people are not meant to be in your life and move on instead of hoping that something's going to change or thinking that, like, well, if I just was friends with her, then I would be at that party that looks so fun right now. Or if I had just maybe talked to that girl for a little longer, then we could all be pre-gaming right now before going to this darty. You know what I mean? Like, you just have to accept it's just not for you. And that's not what you're supposed to be doing. Instead of being upset about it. Like, with Greek life in general, like, if you know that being in a sorority is no longer adding anything to your life, if you deep down you just have that feeling of like, this isn't serving me anymore, I don't want to be going to this event, I don't need to be paying to be in a sorority anymore, whatever, like, it's hard, you need to realize that it's not for you, and that's okay. Like, that's not, like, that's okay, especially when you're at a school where Greek life is huge.
And it
It's
consumes everybody there.
everyone, like, when it's such a big deal, like, when whatever sorority you're in determines how people look at you, like, I understand, like, how difficult it can be to make the decision of like,
Totally.
you know what, no, I don't want to be in this anymore.
Even if you want to get out so bad, I remember having thoughts of like, will I be able to do anything here without, like, my sorority was my identity at the time. So it was really scary to think about, like, oh my gosh, like, am I literally just going to be alone by myself all the time? Am I going to be able to go to frats and have fun? Am I going to be able to do anything really? Because it literally consumes every single person there and it's all that is talked about. So it's terrifying wanting to leave, but you also have to think about, like, is this benefiting me in any way? And is it adding to your life? Is it helping you become the person you want to be? And the way I was answering those questions is what led me to GTFO.
Everything that Maddie just said are the exact thoughts that go through your head. And now, on this side of it, it sounds so beyond pathetic because now we're
Yeah.
past it, and
Yeah.
now we have, learned that while it's really hard to understand, this is for like guys too. Like,
Yeah.
we've seen this so much
Yeah.
with guys. This is really hard for people to understand, but there is a whole wide world outside of your
Yes.
university's Greek life.
A better one.
At your university, there's a whole wide world at your university that has nothing to do with Greek life. Can you believe it? I know it's hard to believe. There are thousands and thousands of students enrolled at your university that are not in Greek life that are having an amazing time
Yeah.
without it.
Guys, it's true. It's crazy to wrap your head around because
know.
when you are in it, I mean,
It's
we
consuming.
sound like idiots if anybody watching this has never been in Greek life. You're in 1,000 group chats. It's all you see on your phone. It's all you see outside. Everything is just Greek life, backpacks, what you wear to class. And so when you are in it, it is so hard to see beyond that. It is so hard to visualize your life without it.
Right, and it's also like being in a sorority, being a part of something, like, it just makes you feel seen, it makes you feel cool, it makes you feel good about
100%.
yourself. So it's very hard to let go of that. If you're thinking about it, I promise you, you won't regret it.
Get out now. I
You
waited
won't regret it.
far too long. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your money.
Yeah.
If you are having the thoughts that we are describing, just leave. People who actually care about you will stay and they will continue to talk to you, but it is so showing of how many people stop talking to you the second you are out of your sorority.
Right.
It is extremely showing of the kind of people they are.
You don't want those kind of people
No.
in your circle.
Those aren't real friends. Those aren't people you want for the rest of your life. Like, those are not your people.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that maybe a little bit of this resonated with you. If you have any questions, leave them down below. If you have any like intimate questions, DM me. I've answered plenty of DMs. Be sure to follow me on Instagram, Avery.Hudson. Be sure to follow Maddie. I don't know what your username is.
I honestly don't know. My name is Maddie Smith. Good luck.
Be sure to follow me on TikTok, Double Peached Up. Be sure to subscribe, like this video. Comment down below any video ideas that you want to see. Go check out my other ASU content. I'll leave it in the description box down below. Hopefully, you figure your shit out.
Yeah.
If it's not a yes, it's a
No.
So, if you're feeling a little...
Yeah.
Bye, guys.